Hello, Salt Strong Nation. Joe Simons here. We're back. Another newsletter. If you are part of the Insider Fishing Club, you know that my brother Luke and then really the entire family, all my kids and my parents, everyone, other brother Daniel, we were all down in the Keys in Islamorada the past week for the first week, opening week of a lobster season. And man, we killed it, limited out every single day. Luke's actually still down there with his girlfriend right now. He just sent me a text. They limited out again. So I believe that's 7 days in a row. And a couple other big things happened while I was down there. One, my 7-year-old daughter, she just turned 7 a couple weeks before we went down, and she caught her first legit lobster by herself, where she went down and did the entire thing, all free diving. And if you've done this before, and if you've been free diving for spiny lobster, they're not the easiest thing in the world. They're not that hard either once you've done it for many times, but those first couple are usually the hardest one, especially when there's a little bit of current flowing. And we were right near some of the bridges, and it made for an interesting day. But she got down there. I was so proud of her. Got her very first lobster, and they got another one after that. Awesome. The other big thing for you fishing club members or people who've been following us for a long time, you know that my little catchphrase that I completely stole from Will Ferrell is the pow. And my boy, I guess now 20-month-old son, 20-month-old son, said pow for the very first time. And talk about a proud father moment. Man, that is a proud father moment. Check it out real quick.
Pow! 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 Papa. 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 Papa.
Is that awesome? Man, it makes me smile every time I see that. So here is the deal. I was out all week, as I mentioned, so I don't have all of the tips memorized. We just got back late last night, had all kinds of activities today here on Sunday. But I know there's a lot of summertime tips. I was going through them as we took little breaks there on vacation. And good news is we now have an awesome team who's putting all this stuff out without us having to be there for every single thing. So CA had some awesome summertime tips. I know Tony did a really cool insider report in Louisiana. And even if you're not fishing in Louisiana, check that one out. You can learn a lot from that. And also a couple reviews on some line tests, and then also a rod and reel setup for beach fishing, pier fishing, and for fishing the jetties. That was a really cool one by Tony. And then finally, the Fish Strong podcast. This one got shared a lot because kayak fishing is blowing up. We had Brandon Barton on. He fishes up there in the Panhandle, anywhere from Pensacola, Destin, all the way over into Alabama. And he had an awesome podcast where he gave some cool tips on just being more consistent as a kayak fisherman, and also how to get some really big bull reds and red snapper inshore from your kayak. So check that one out. And please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the Fish Strong podcast. It means a lot to us. It helps us get up there in the rankings, which helps us get better guests and give you more awesome content. So please do subscribe to that. Leave us a review. That would mean the world to us. That's in iTunes and in Stitcher. Fish Strong podcast. But it's all here down below. And then finally, if you're not part of the Insider Fishing Club, what are you waiting on? Every single week, as you're seeing below, we're putting out new exclusive tips, the ones that you can't find anywhere else. And they're always targeted to what's working right now. So we're trying to tell you, hey, here's what's working this week and this upcoming week, so that you can go out there, become more consistent, have more fun on the water. And like all of our online fishing courses, this Insider Fishing Club comes with a 365-day, that's 1 full year, money-back guarantee. So if you aren't thrilled, if you don't absolutely just love the community and feel like you're part of a really tight-knit tribe that gets you, then ask for your money back and we'll give it all back to you. And just so you know, we do refund about 1.5. It's a little less than 2% of the people that do get in. It's just not a fit for them for whatever reason, and that's fine. But if you're serious about fishing and you want to be around people who do get you, and just go out there and have more fun and become more consistent and learn the tips that are working right now and be able to predict where the feeding fish are feeding all year long, then please join us in the Insider Fishing Club. Getting families out there, having fun, creating memories, and I hope you can have some amazing memories yourself here as this summer dwindles down. Going to some serious thunder out there, and I'm going to step in a little bit closer here to the porch from being outside. So thank you all so much for all the support, tight lines, and pow!